Welcome back to another JS Collectible video, and today I'm reviewing Venom from Venom There Be Carnage. He's in that newer style packaging they've had for maybe the last few months or a year or so. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at the package. Taking a look at the package, you gotta look at Venom in the box right there. You got the Legends logo on top. You got the Venom Let There Be Carnage title at the bottom. Turning it sideways, we got the Venom title right there. And turning to this side, we got a shot of Venom. And turning to the back, we got another shot of him right here. And then turning to the side, there's nothing except the Legends logo. And this box is a bit beat up. I ordered this offline. I saw him in stock one day at Target online back in October when I got the Venom and Carnage. And I missed my chance to get him, so I had to pay the aftermarket price. But that's okay. I can add him with the Carnage, which we'll be reviewing here next week or so. So yeah, that's a look at the package. Let's take a look to see how it's packaged within the plastic tray. And here we have Venom in the tray. You got an extra head up there. You got Venom right there. It's actually quite tall. You got this extra tray on the back that holds some of the tentacle pieces, I believe. So we'll take a closer look at that in a few moments. But yeah, that's what it looks like inside the tray. Let's now take a look at those accessories. Okay, so starting off with accessories, we got two fists here. You got a little bit of white paint detail on the right here on these portions of the hands, and I gotta say, this is gonna be a challenging video. We got black on black, so hopefully this turns out good for y'all. Now let's take a look at those other accessories. Taking a look at this extra head sculpt he gets. He has his tongue sticking out, which is painted, I believe, red, so that's nice. Got the teeth kind of out there like that. You got some white for the eyes, and the rest of the head's black. So yeah, it's a pretty cool, I guess, head sculpt to get with him. I probably won't have this one on, ironically, which I think is cooler, but I like the other head sculpt. Carnage does get one head that's like this, which I actually kind of like it on him, so it kind of changes it up for my display whenever I display them. Anyway, that's a look at this head sculpt. Let's take a look at those tentacle pieces. Let's take a look at these kind of like symbiote tentacle pieces. They have little heads on the ends of them. Kind of looks like a snake, honestly. You got two snake heads, and I feel like if you cut one of these heads off, it's not going to grow back. All jokes aside, we just got black for the main, like, portions for the symbiote, I guess, length here for the tentacles. You got this little peg back here that will port onto the back of him. They do go on a certain way. I think this one goes on the, if Venom's facing us, I think it'll go on the right. This head has a little tongue sticking out, which I really like the detail. They actually got pretty good detail on there. They got the eyes and the mouth, and same for this one as well. Just one's closed, smiling, just a little eyes and mouth detail on there. So that's what that one looks like. We get one more here, which will be for the left side of him if he's looking at us. Again, same kind of tentacle design. You got the head, this one's smiling, and this one has his mouth open. So really like that. They do look cool. I don't think these are in the movie, but they're kind of cool accessories. But at the same time, I probably won't be displaying these on my Venom. One more thing, there's no bendy wire in these. The Carnage has bendy wire for his accessories, but this one just feels like it's stationary. Like, they're soft plastics, so you're able to move them, but they don't really stay from what I can tell. So I kind of wish there was some bendy wire in there, just it would help them stay in one position. Anyway, that's all I got, all the accessories. Now take a look at Venom. Taking a look at the head sculpt, you got some white for the eyes and some white for the teeth. Again, I really like this head sculpt for some reason a bit more. He has a smiling kind of like expression on his face. You got a little bit of red for the gums, so that's nice. They added a little detail, and the rest of the head's black. And basically, like I said earlier, this whole figure is black, and it's going to kind of like blend in the background with my backdrop and everything. Taking a look at the torso here. The upper portion of the torso has a little bit of white line detailing throughout it. There's not a lot of it. The main body is basically black, like I said, but you just got a little bit of white detailing, which helps, I guess, break up the color a bit. It goes on the back as well. And speaking of the back, you got holes on the back of him to port in those tentacle pieces. I gotta say, I'm not a real fan of this, honestly. It kind of takes away from the design of Venom. Just having those two big holes in the back, you know, he won't be facing this way really at all. It'll be kind of like this way, so I won't see it that much. But I don't know, I just don't like how that looks, honestly. I get why it's there, so you can port in the symbiote tentacle pieces, but not a huge fan. Anyway, that's a look at the back of him. Take a look at the arm here so I can get in a shot. His arm has a little bit of white on the hand down here, just kind of like the fist. And you got a little bit of white towards the bottom portion of the arm right there. And the rest of it, I believe, is black. So you have that. And it should be mirrored for this arm as well. So again, you got a little bit of white on the top of the hand right here. And then just some white just right above it right there. And then the rest of the arm's black. Take a look at the legs here. He's basically all black for the rest of him, so yeah, he is very bulky. He has very bulky arms and it's kind of skinny legs, but skinny, or not skinny, but kind of bulky thighs. And not to look at his feet. I guess he doesn't really have claws on it. I feel like he does, but he doesn't really have claws on the feet. Anyway, that's a look at Venom. Overall, I think it's pretty good. I'm a bit more excited to review Carnage here in the next week or so, but that will be coming later on. So now let's take a look at articulation. So I'm not quite sure if the wall above the backdrop is showing. He's quite a tall figure when I had to, I guess, zoom out the camera. But anyway, taking a look at articulation, you can turn the head around 360 degrees like so. He looks down that far, so pretty good since he's quite tall. And he looks up that far, so pretty good. I guess not too far back, but I think it gets the job done there. He has a little bit of side-to-side motion there. You can turn an arm around 360 degrees like so. Pull the arm out that far. Bend the elbow in like so. Twist at the hand, and there's a little bit of wrist articulation in the hand, so that's nice. And then same for this arm where you can go 360 degrees like so. Pull out the arm like that. Bend the elbow and twist at the hand. There's a little bit of wrist articulation in there. And then he twists at the waist. He bends down that far, so pretty good. And he bends that far back. I don't think you'll really need that at all, but he's able to do that. And then he does go side to side, so pretty good there, like that. And then for the legs here, you can kick up that far, bend the knee pretty far, so that's pretty nice, or pretty good, I guess. And then you can bend the foot down that far and bend it up that far, and then go side to side. And then it should be mirrored for this leg right here. Kick up that far, bend the knee like so, and then bend at the foot, and then bend it up that far, and then side to side. Overall, it's a pretty good figure. Now let's take a look at a pose and my final thoughts. Well, there you go. That is my review of Venom from Venom Let There Be Carnage from the Marvel Legends line. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how he turned out. The only thing I didn't like was the holes, like I said throughout the video, but yeah, he'll go nicely next to Carnage on my display, which, speaking of Carnage, keep an eye out for his video coming out next Friday. So with that, let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Keep an eye out for other videos coming to the channel here soon. So with that, take care.